Hey everybody, it's Michael Angelo Caruso. I am Public Image Coordinator this year, 2021-22 for Zone 28 in the Rotary world. And I'm on with Ken Robertson. He's a sitting governor in a completely different part of the world in Scotland, yes?
Southern Scotland, District 1020.
1020, thank you. How do you feel, Mr. Governor?
It's a big challenge. There are a lot of things to do, a lot of work. President Shaker gave us a lot of messages to convey to clubs, all of them worthwhile, but coming out of the COVID, as I've said, is a challenge to get clubs back into doing the things that Rotarians really do so well.
Yeah, you bet. What are you working or are you retired, Ken?
I just stopped working to start being district governor.
Okay, and what did you retire from, sir?
My main career was on banking and finance. I did well over 30 years in that and stopped working. And after that, I got a bit bored and I went back into the civil service to do employment law. And I did that for 2 years, which turned into 12 years. So
Well, lovely.
I reckon it was time to stop and to focus.
I'm sure you were a great asset to those organizations. The reason I ask is because all governors bring what I call a forehand and a backhand to the position. The forehand is what you're really good at, which is apparently numbers. And surprisingly, a lot of governors get through the whole year and nobody really knows what they did for a living or what that forehand is. So I always remind everybody, you shouldn't be shy about that. If you're a numbers person, you should get that on the table right away because you're a resource for them in that area, right? Don't let that be invisible to the people that you're leading. And of course, the backhand might be what you're weak at. If you're not a particularly good speaker, I don't think this is your problem, sir, but if you're not a particularly good speaker, that's a backhand. If you're not particularly good at networking, backhand. And so you're probably not going to be able to repair that backhand in time to positively impact your governorship. But the good news is you've already got the position. You can deputize people who really are good at networking to do the job for you. Of course, that's going to mean identifying talent within the district and then deputizing them to some sort of position of authority within the district so that they can do the right thing for you. So forehand and backhand is really important. By now, of course, you've probably identified talent within the district. That's a huge issue. Maybe you couldn't get that done as well as you would have liked because of the pandemic. Most DGNs or district governor-elects are out in the field, meeting people at conferences. I always say there's 2 types of volunteers when you get to be governor. The people who always volunteer, they like power, they're good at it. They're the ones who managed your district conference the last 2 years, and they're always the first ones to volunteer to help you this year. That's a gift. It can also be a curse because if you have the same person do the same job that's been doing it, you're going to get the same event that you got the last 3 years in a row. And if that didn't break an attendance record each succeeding year, you're not getting quite the gift that you thought you were getting when that person just knocked on your door and volunteered to be conference chair. So 2 years out, we ask, I think it's a good idea for district governor nominees to ask about developing talent, people in the Rotary world who are upwardly mobile. They're still out there, by the way, but you have to find them online right now.
Yeah.
I used to be in the music business, Ken. I don't know if you remember that, but in our part of the world, there was a magazine that was the gospel of the industry. It was called Billboard magazine. And they always ranked you know of it, okay. They always ranked the top 100 hits.
Yes.
Well, before you could get a hit on the top 100, you had to bubble under, it was called. So you would be number 105 or 110. And that's who you need to identify in your district. Who are the Rotary leaders that are bubbling under? Because they're ambitious. They're young and tech savvy. They are upwardly mobile. And perhaps best of all, they haven't been brainwashed yet. They don't know the old guard. They don't know the old tradition because it hasn't been quite ingrained in them. They could be fond of those old traditions, but they're not married to them. You see how that kind of person could be valuable on your team.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm not suggesting you get all new people, because that will cause a conversation. But
Yeah.
a nice mix of people, right? I remember when I was governor in 16, 17, I said, I want some people under 40 involved with this leadership team. Let's go get them. I know they're out there.
Hmm.